Good morning, students. Today we are going to see topic types of sets. This is the second class. We will move to class. Hope you all understand the last session. I am recalling you sets. A set is a well-defined collection of objects. The objects in the sets are called members or elements. And representation of sets we seen. Three types of representation of sets. First one, descriptive form. Second one, set builder form. And third one, roster form. Related that we seen some exercise sums. Hope you all finished the assignment. I think so. We will move to the next session. Today's topic is types of sets. First one, empty set or null set. A set consisting of no element is called the empty set or null set or void set. It is denoted by pi or empty set bracket. A set does not contain any element, means that is called an empty set. I am giving you some examples. A equal to x such that x is an odd integer and divisible by 2. X is an odd integers means 3, 5, 7, etc. The odd integer does not divisible by 2. You know very well. So it is an empty set. The second example, the set of all integers between 1 and 2. There is no integers between 1 and 2. Decimal numbers are there, but there is no integer between 1 and 2. So it is a null set. Okay. Second one, singleton set. A set which has only one element is called a singleton set. A set contains only one element. A single element means it is called singleton set. Example, first one, a equal to x such that 3 less than x less than 5, comma, x belongs to n, the set of natural numbers. Okay. Here the answer is the set A is x is equal to 4. In between 3 and 5 you have only 4. So 4 is the element in the set A. There is only one element. So it is a singleton set. And the second example, the set of all even prime number. Even prime number is the only one. 2 is the even prime number. So it is a singleton set. Okay. Third one, finite set. A set with finite number of elements is called a finite set. You can count the numbers in the set. Okay. It is if the set contains a finite number of elements means it is a finite set. Example, the set of family members. In your family member you can count who are all there. Okay, it is a finite set. And the second one, the set of curricular subjects you learn in school. That is Tamil, English, Maths, Science, Social. These are all finite sets. Fourth one, infinite set. A set which is not finite is called an infinite set. A set which is not finite is called an infinite set. Example, the set of natural numbers. It goes up to infinity. You can't finish it. Okay. So it is an infinite set. The set of all points on a line. You can put many points in a line. You can't count it. Okay. So it is an infinite set. Cardinal number of a set. How can you find a cardinal number of a set? Okay. When a set is finite, if a set is finite only, you can find the cardinal number. The number of elements in a set is called the cardinal number of the set. Okay. If you are counting the numbers in the set, counting the elements in the set, that is the cardinal number. Okay. The cardinal number of the set A is denoted by n of A. Example, if the set A equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So then n of A, the number of elements in the set A is 4. That is the cardinal number of the set. Fifth one, equivalent set. Two finite sets A and B are said to be equivalent if they contain the same number of elements. Listen carefully. If it contains same number of elements, okay, then only it is called equivalent set. It is written as A equivalent to B. That symbol is equivalent. If A and B are equivalent set, then number of elements in A, that is n of A equal to n of B, the number of elements in B. Okay, we will see with the example. Example, consider the set A equal to ball, bat. Here n of A is what? 2. And next set B, history, geography. And that n of B, number of elements in B is equal to 2. Here both in set A and B, the number of elements are same. So it is a equivalent set. Both A and B are equivalent set. Sixth one, equal sets. In fifth we seen equivalent set. This is equal sets. Two sets are said to be equal if they contain exactly the same elements. Okay. In both the sets, you must have exactly the same element. In set A means it contains A, B, C means in the set B also it must be the elements A, B, C only. Okay. It is denoted by A equal to B. Okay. Otherwise, they are said to be unequal. It is denoted by A not equal to B. If the set in the set A and B does not contain the same elements means it is unequal sets. In other words, two sets A and B are said to be equal if, first one, every element of A is also an element of B. Okay, second subdivision, every element of B is also an element of A. Example, consider the set A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B equal to 4, 2, 3, 1. In these two sets A and B, both the elements are same only. Okay, same number of elements and the elements also equal. So A and B are equal sets. Seventh one, universal set. A universal set is a set which contains all the elements of all the sets under consideration and is usually denoted by letter U, capital U. Okay. What is mean by universal set? I will give you some examples. First one, the set of all natural numbers is a universal set. From that, we can take some subsets. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. The set of all even numbers, the set of all odd numbers, the set of all prime numbers. So, for all these sets, the universal set is natural numbers. Okay. Like that, I will give you some more examples to you. In our school, okay, school is the universal set. In that, sections, first standard, second standard, third standard are subsets. Okay. And in that, ninth is the set, universal set. In that, subdivisions, ninth A, B, C, D are subsets. Okay. Eighth one, subset. In the previous definition, universal set, I told you what are called subsets. Okay. Set of natural numbers is a universal set. From that we are taking some elements. It is called subset. The set of all odd numbers, the set of all even numbers, the set of all prime numbers. These are all subset of the set natural numbers. Okay. We will see. Let A and B be two sets. If every element of A is also an element of B, every element of A is also an element of B, then A is called a subset of B, subset of the set B. We write A contained in or equal to B, containing or equal to B. That is, A is a subset of B. If A is not a subset of B, we write A does not contain B. Clearly, if A is a subset of B, then n of A is less than or equal to n of B. Elements of B will be reduced in the elements of A, set A. Example, A equal to 2, 3, 5 and set B equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then A is contained in B. Okay. The set of all elements in A is in the set of all elements in B. Ninth one, proper subset. In the previous definition, we seen subset. This is proper subset. Let A and B two sets. If A is a subset of B and A is not equal to B, a set can be itself a subset. Okay. Then here, but in the proper subset, the set cannot be a subset of to itself. Subset to itself. Then A is called a proper subset of B. And we can written as A contained in, that is contains, this is contained in B. Okay. Example, if A equal to 1, 2, 5 and B equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then A is a proper subset of B. That is A contained in B. What is the difference between subset and proper subset? See, in the last example, B also a subset of B. But in proper subset, at least we have to reduce one element in B. That is the proper subset of B. 10th one, disjoint sets. Two sets A and B are said to be disjoint if they do not have common elements. Both A and B does not have common elements means it is disjoint set. In other words, if A intersection B is equal to 5, then A and B are said to be disjoint set. There is no common element between A and B. Okay, I will give you some example to you. A is equal to the set of the set is A is equal to set of all elements A, B, C, and set B is equal to set of all elements 1, 2, 3. There is no common elements in these two sets. So these are all called disjoint sets. 11th one, power set. The set of all subset of a set A is called the power set of A. The set of all subsets. Okay, I told you our school is the set. Okay, in that one class is the subsets. The set of all subsets are called power sets. Okay, power set of A. It is denoted by P of A. Example, first one, A equal to, the set A is equal to containing the elements 2, 3. The subset of A are 5 is a one subset, that is null set is one subset, and that's same set also one subset. So 5 and 2, 3 is a subset, and remaining 2 is one separate set and 3 is one separate set. The power set of A now is 5 empty set, 2, 3 and 2, 3. So it contains 4 sets, 4 subsets. Second one, if A equal to 5, that is empty set one element, and inside the set bracket, inside the set you have one set 5. Then the power set of A is 5, the same set 5, set of all bracket color or 5. Okay, next that separate pi is there, and set of all pi is there. So these 4 are the subset of the set A. Two more property we need to see. If n of A equal to m, number of elements of the set A is equal to m, then number of power set of A is equal to 2 power m. This is one formula. Okay. So number of elements in the power set of A is equal to 2 power m. That is 2 power number of elements in the set. Okay. Next one, second one, number of proper subset. I told you at least one element we must reduce from this. So n of P of A minus 1 is equal to 2 power m minus 1. This is the formula for proper subset, finding the number of elements in power set. Okay. So proper power set is 2 power m minus 1. Some note is given. First one, if K contained in B and B contain A, then A equal to B. Second one, empty set is a subset of every set. Okay, empty set also a subset of every set. Third one, every set is a subset of itself. I told you already, every set is a subset of itself. And the fourth one, if A intersection B is not equal to 5, there is a common elements between the two sets means, then A and B are said to be overlapping set. If there is no common elements means, you have to tell that is disjoint set. If it is there, you have common elements for both A and B means it is overlapping sets. Thus, if two sets have at least one common element means it is a overlapping sets. Exercise 1.2, first sum. Find the cardinal number of the following sets. First subdivision, M equal to set of all P, Q, R, S, T, U. I already told you what is called cardinal numbers of a set. How many elements in the set is called the cardinal number? In this set M, there are 6 elements. So, n of M equal to 6. This is your answer. Second subdivision, in the first sum, P equal to set of all x such that x is equal to 3n plus 2, comma, n belongs to W and x less than 15. Answer. Here x is equal to 3n plus 2. n belongs to the set of all whole numbers and x is less than 15. Okay. Here n, we have to substitute the values for n is 0, 1, 2 and so on, because n is belongs to the set of all whole number. Okay. Here we have to substitute the values n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 in x. X is equal to 3n plus 2. First, n is equal to 0 means x is equal to 3 into 0 plus 2 equal to 2. N is equal to 1, x is equal to 3 into 1 plus 2. So, 3 ones are 3, 3 plus 2, 5. Next, n is equal to 2, x is equal to 3 into 2 plus 2 equal to 3 2s are 6, 6 plus 2, 8. n is equal to 3, x is equal to 3 into 3 plus 2 equal to 3 3s are 9, 9 plus 2, 11. n is equal to 4, x is equal to 3 into 4 plus 2, 3 4s are 12 plus 2, 14. n is equal to 5, comma, x is equal to 3 into 5 plus 2 which is equal to 3 5s are 15 plus 2, 17. Here in your question they told x is less than 15, but whether we are substituting n is equal to 5, we get x value is 17. It is wrong. So, up to 4 only we have to take. N is equal to 4 only we have to take. Then you get 14. It is less than 15. So, your set P is equal to set of all 2, 5, 8, 11 and 14. So, how many numbers are there in this? 5 numbers. So, number of elements in P, that is cardinal number of P is equal to 5. Third subdivision. Q is equal to y such that y is equal to 4 divided by 3n, comma, n belongs to n and 2 less than n less than or equal to 5. Here y value, y is equal to 4 divided by 3n and n belongs to the set of all natural numbers which is 2 less than n less than or equal to 5. In between 2 to 5 the number you can substitute. So 2 is less than only, so less than or equal to only you can take 2. Here we have to take from 3 only. So 3, 4, 5 is less than or equal to, so we can take 5. 3, 4, 5. We have to substitute the values instead of n is 3, 4 and 5. First you have to substitute the value 3. What you get? Y is equal to 4 divided by 3 into 3. You get 4 divided by 9. When n is equal to 4, y is equal to 4 divided by 3 into 4 which is equal to 4 divided by 3 4s are 12. When n is equal to 5, y is equal to 4 divided by 3 into 5 which is equal to 4 divided by 3 5s are 15. Therefore, set of all q is equal to 4 divided by n, 4 divided by 12, comma 4 divided by 15. How many numbers are there? There are 3 elements in the set q. So, your cardinal number of q is equal to n of q is equal to 3. Fourth subdivision in the first sum. R equal to x such that x is an integers, comma, x belongs to z and minus 5 less than or equal to x less than 5. Here z is an integer. X is belongs to the set of all integers. Integers means both negative values and positive values combined with 0. Here they give one more condition, minus 5 less than or equal to x less than 5. So in the x value varies from minus 5 to plus 5. So your values will be minus 5 because less than or equal to means minus 5 also included, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 will not be included because it is less than only. So if you are counting these numbers, you get 10. So cardinal number of the set R is 10. Fifth subdivision. S is equal to the set of all leap years between 1882 and 1906. A leap year must be divisible by 4 and does not divisible by 100. So in between, the leap year starts at 1884. So 1884, 1888, 1892, 1896 and 1904. 1900 is not a leap year because it is divisible by 100. Whether you are counting this number of elements in the set S, you get 5. So cardinal number of the set S is 5. Second sum. Identify the following sets as finite or infinite. In the definitions I gave you which are all finite and which are all infinite. Here first subdivision, x is equal to the set of all districts in Tamil Nadu. It is finite. Second one, y is equal to the set of all straight lines passing through the point. We can draw many lines using one point. Through the point we can draw many lines, many straight lines. So it is infinite. Third subdivision, a equal to x such that x belongs to z and x is less than 5. In this, z is an integer. So the elements x belongs to the set of all integers and x is less than 5. So a is equal to minus infinity to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here the element starts from minus infinity. So it is infinite. And fourth sum, fourth subdivision, b equal to x such that x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0, comma, x belongs to natural numbers n. Whether you are factorizing the equation x square minus 5x plus 6, you get the answer is 2 and 3. So b is equal to 2, 3. It is finite. So the set is finite. Third question. Which of the following sets are equivalent or unequal or equal sets? Here equivalent means number of elements in both the set will be equal. Unequal means they will not be equal. Equal set means number of elements and also the elements should be same in both the sets. Now we will move to the sum. First subdivision, a equal to the set of all vowels in the English alphabets. The set of all vowels means a, e, I, o, u. B, the set of all letters in the word vowel. So B is V, O, W, E, L. In the set A, number of elements is 5. In the set B, number of elements is 5. In both the set you have only 5 elements. So these two sets are equivalent sets. Okay. Second subdivision, C equal to 2, 3, 4, 5. D equal to x such that x belongs to W, 1 less than x less than 5. Here x belongs to the set of all whole numbers and it varies from 1 to 5. Here 1 is less than x less than 5. So 1 will not be included. The set C is 2, 3, 4 and 5. The number of elements in the set C is 4. In the set D, you have 1 is less than, so 1 will not be included. Next 2, 3, 4. 5 will not be included. How many elements are there? Here 3 elements in the set D. Now comparing C and D, number of elements are different and also the elements also different in both the sets. Therefore C and D are unequal sets. Third subdivision, X equal to the set of A equal to X such that X is the letters in the word life. Y equal to F-I-L-E. And answer, X is equal to, what are the elements? L, I, F, E. Number of elements in X is 4. Now Y is equal to F, I, L, E. Number of elements in Y is 4. Just see these two sets. Okay, here in the first set L is there and second set also L is there. In the first set I is there, in second set also I. In first set third element is F, in the second set first element is F, and the first set fourth element is E, and the second set fourth element is E. In both the set all the elements are same and number of elements also equal. So A and B are equal sets. Here n of x is equal to n of y is equal to 4 and x is equal to y. Therefore the two sets are equal sets. Fourth subdivision, G equal to x such that x is a prime number and 3 less than x less than 23. H is equal to x such that x is a divisor of 18. Listen dears, the set G is equal to set of all prime numbers between 3 to 23. So 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and 19 are the prime numbers. Here whether you are counting these elements, how many elements you get? N of G is equal to 6. H is equal to divisor of 18. What are the divisors? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18. These are the number can divide the number 18. So number of elements in H is 6. Here n of G is equal to n of H equal to 6. Therefore, but the elements are not same, number of elements only equal. So both the sets are equivalent set. Fourth sum, identify the following sets as null set or singleton set. Null set means empty set. Singleton set means it contains a single element. First subdivision, A equal to x such that x belongs to n, 1 less than x less than 2. So here the elements x belongs to the set of all natural numbers and between 1 to 2, 1 and 2. Here in between 1 and 2 there is no element. So the set A is a null set. Second subdivision, B equal to the set of all even natural numbers which are not divisible by 2. Set of all even numbers, even natural numbers must be divisible by 2. But here not divisible by 2 they are asking. So it is also null set. Third subdivision, C equal to set of all 0. Here in the set C, 0 is a single element in the set C. It is a singleton set. Fourth subdivision, D equal to the set of all triangles having 4 sides. Triangles have only 3 sides. Here they are asking triangles having 4 sides. So it is a null set. Fifth sum, state which pairs of sets are disjoint or overlapping. I already told you in the definition, disjoint means there is no common elements in between the two sets, means it is disjoint. If any one element is common in both the set means it is overlapping. First subdivision, A equal to F, I, A, S and B equal to A, N, F, H, S. In this, F, A and S are common elements in both the sets. So it is overlapping sets. Second subdivision, C equal to X such that X is a prime number x, x greater than 2 and D equal to X such that X is an even prime number. Okay. So the set C is equal to prime numbers greater than 2 is 3, 5, 7 and so on. And D equal to set of all even prime number. Even prime number is 2. In these two sets there is no common elements. So these two sets are disjoint. Third subdivision, E equal to X such that X is a factor of 24 and F equal to X such that X is a multiple of 3, X less than 30. Here the set E equal to X is a factor of 24. So factor of 24 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24. And multiple of 3 which is less than 30 is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. In these two sets 3, 6, 12, 24 are common elements. Therefore, these two sets are overlapping sets. Sixth question. If S equal to square, set of all square, rectangle, circle, rhombus, triangle. List the elements of the following subsets of S. So S is the universal sets here. From that you have to take some subsets. First subdivision, the set of shapes which have 4 equal sides. The set of 4 equal sides is square. Next one, rectangle did not have a equal sides. Opposite sides only equal. Next, circle will not come. So rhombus have 4 equal sides. So square and rhombus is the answer for the first subdivision. Second subdivision, the set of shapes which have no sides. Circle only did not have sides. So circle is the answer. Third one, the set of shapes in which the sum of all interior angles is 180 degree. And this triangle only have 180 degree. So answer is triangle. Fourth subdivision, the set of shapes which have 5 sides. It is a null set. Here nothing will not have the 5 sides. So it is a null set. In next class, I will give you the remaining sums. I hope you all finish the last assignment. Now in this I will give you some more assignments to you. Finish it in your classwork. Assignment should be in the assignment note and all the notes will be in classwork. Finish it and keep. Thank you.